If you've ever talked yourself out of buying a home because you assumed you needed a mountain of savings and a spotless credit history, Berenida Johnson has some news for you, and it's the kind that makes you wonder why nobody mentioned it sooner.
Today, we're looking at the government-backed financing programs that most Huntsville homebuyers never tap into, and why that gap between "I can't afford this" and "I actually qualify" is bigger than most people realize. Let's start with the programs themselves.
The central tension here is a perception problem. Buyers rule themselves out before they ever talk to a lender, and the programs designed specifically to help them just sit there, unused.
The Post puts it directly. Many buyers spend years trying to save enough money for a down payment while never realizing assistance programs exist specifically to help bridge the gap.
So the real cost of not knowing isn't just inconvenience. It's years of renting while equity and appreciation accumulate for someone else.
3 financing tools get the most attention here. FHA loans are first. They allow buyers with lower credit scores and limited savings to enter the market sooner, with down payment requirements well below the 20% figure most people still carry around in their heads.
That 20% myth does a lot of quiet damage.
It really does. Then there's the VA loan, which the Post calls one of the most valuable mortgage programs in America. Given Huntsville's proximity to Redstone Arsenal and the large military population across North Alabama, this one is especially relevant locally. Qualified borrowers can purchase with no down payment, often skip private mortgage insurance, and access competitive interest rates. But the Post notes that many eligible veterans never use the benefit because they assume the process is too complicated.
And USDA loans round out the trio, which, despite the name, are not exclusively for farms. Suburban and developing communities around Huntsville may fall within eligible geographic areas, and they also carry a no down payment option for qualified buyers.
Beyond those 3, the Post covers first-time buyer assistance programs, grants, forgivable loans, deferred payment structures, and mortgage credit certificates that can reduce federal income tax liability. There are also employer-assisted housing programs worth exploring, particularly as major aerospace and defense employers continue recruiting in the region.
The through line is that these aren't niche workarounds for desperate buyers. Plenty of financially stable people use every available resource to preserve liquidity and maximize purchasing power.
Which brings the conversation naturally to what the Huntsville market itself looks like for buyers who do get their financing sorted.
The core idea is pretty simple. The gap between "I can't afford this" and "I qualify for this" is mostly an information gap.
And in a market where prices reflect real demand, closing that gap sooner rather than later tends to matter. More on local market dynamics next time.